Da, 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 da. Just get some music going. Oh, that is way too loud. Let's see. I'll just start drawing until people show up, and then I can ask about my audio issues, I suppose. Good morning! Hello! Thank you for making it 0 with viewer. I've been experiencing some audio issues. I asked this, tell me if anything's off, but I honestly don't know how to fix it, so just tell me if, like, the music volume is okay. Hi, yes, I do remember you. Thank you for coming back, especially since you don't know as much about the singing robots. And that's kind of this channel's whole thing, but it's really nice to see you again. Only us two. Yeah, it's actually showing that there are people here now, which is good. It's fine? Like the audio? I never know how to arrange my tabs. Are you drawing a hot dog with a royal cape on? No, but I'm very curious as to how you got that image from what I've drawn here. Like no, like genuinely, like here, it is so interesting, like what people see in different shapes, like rotor shark chest and all that. This is someone holding her head because she is very troubled. I actually don't know, I'm going to try and finish the base files today, but I don't know how long this Vocaloid is going to take out. I'm aiming to release it around Valentine's Day-ish. The problem is I need to find someone to render Mo Qingxian. I do not know anyone who has her. Yes. But you know what? Qingxian among us, just for you. Do you have Ace? No, I do not, but my trial ends on on February 2nd, which is exactly why I'm making sure I'm going to be moving on to the audio, even if I don't finish the Vocaloid illustration perfectly, because I want to, like, show off the program before my trial ends. Oh, thank you for the hearts. God, it has been a while since I featured Qingxian. I would have bought her myself by now, but I don't really like working with Chinese voice banks in Vocaloid. It's very difficult. Spam hearts in the comments. Thank you, I appreciate it. Let's see, and the flower is like this. Yeah, if/when they release, like, V6 for all of them, I'm gonna get them all. I just can't afford a subscription, so I can't use any of the V-Singer trials. I mean, the V-Singer Aces, they don't have a trial. Little petals. V-Sync or V6? Yeah, they announced that when they did the pre-orders for the V5. They said it would be a free update to everyone who owns the V5. So really looking forward to that, but they didn't confirm like any release date, so knowing them, it'll probably go live at the release of V7. Gotta love V-Singer, yeah. Ling at least had, like, an excuse, right? Like, they would have done V4, but, like, the program wasn't ready for it. But Mocha and Qingshen were just unfortunate. To be fair to them, a lot of Krypton updates also got delayed a generation, too. Weird little rectangle here. Ning used to be your favorite V3. Liked her Soulfish. Oh yeah. I like literally just realized that the Chevio interface that the reason it's rainbow is because it's supposed to match solfege, because Chevio is meant for people who learned music the traditional way. It finally clicked with me why it looks like that. Didn't know that. No, like, I knew there must have been, like, some kind of reason, but it didn't click with me. Yeah, I know. What's a solfege? Do you know the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do? That's solfege. Yeah, I know I can change it, but I kind of like the colorful mess that is the default editor. It's kind of charming in its weird little way. Hey gays! Hello Muffin. I have a lot of gay talkloids coming up. One of them was actually like vaguely inspired by an episode of the anime I was watching. It's the gay editor. And oh, give me a second. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I didn't notice it said gay people. Yeah, it was like vaguely based on an episode of the anime, and I was like asking my friend, like, what character should I use? One of them has to be Len, and they were like, there aren't a lot of like teenage boys, and I was like, well, it doesn't have to be a boy, and they're like, yes, it does. Yeah. Oh, I have not warmed up yet. This is kind of bad. Pre-chan, I've been like binging it like crazy. I'm on the 3rd season. Nothing. I don't think anything will ever like trump Prepara in my heart, but I've been liking Pre-chan a lot. I'm going to watch the entire Pretty series. Brr, ska, ska, ska. I love Jingshen. She is like, I don't think there's any other like chronically ill Vocaloid representation. Thank you. I have not warmed up yet, but I'm trying to clean it up as I go along. Thank you. Someone was holding her head and it was decapitated. No! No, that would be a very different Vocaloid. Definitely owns a Stanley. What's a Stanley? Now, how do I draw her eyes? Preppy water bottle. Interesting. Interesting description. I remember, like, when I was a kid, we went on, like, a hotel somewhere, and they had, like, this bottle of Fuji water on the shelf, and it had a little note attached saying, Fuji water, $50. It's like, if you want the water, you better pay up. Yeah, like I live somewhere where they have really good water, so I am sad when I travel, and they don't have good water. But I'm not quite that desperate, I would think. Water is water. Oh, Fiji water. That's right. $50. And then this is just like a rectangle. I can just draw a rectangle. She's about to sing cute Kudarin. I feel like I should know what that is. I feel like I'm missing something very, like, culturally important. Because I feel like I've heard that before. Card swipe Among Us. No! It's not an Among Us! No, it's not Among Us. I'm gonna have to make a thumbnail for this live stream now. That's just. Hold on, let me do that right now. Actually, they're not difficult to draw. Oh, ew. Oh my god. Thank you for the amazing thumbnail idea. In the year of 2024. It's a little bit too bright. It's a little hard to look at. Make a graphic pop on like this. The gay flag has all 7 colors, right? And I'm misremembering that. It's too tall. It's too tall. It's a square. Jesus. Okay, let me just change the stream thumbnail. How do I change the thumbnail? I guess I have to open YouTube to do that. This must be very confusing for anyone tuning in. I'm so glad you wasted your life for this. Thumbnail, upload thumbnail. There we go. There we go. That's the thumbnail. This is probably way too small, actually, if it's going to have text on it. Can you make a Roblox stream in your Vocaloid? Which Vocaloid? I've never played Roblox in my life, but I would be willing to do it. My gaming channel is over on Twitch, though. You're gay. Don't have Twitch, oh no. Do they not allow you to watch as a guest? Make the butterfly game, turn him into a rainbow. That's too forward. That's too forward for the premise of the Vocaloid. Now what did her ace look like? Gallery. it. I'll have to go searching the Tridaloid server. Found it. Straight lines cover gates are curvy. Make a gay Vocaloid. I can't make a Vocaloid. Make it from Xinhua. I already know who it's from. Unfortunately. Or, well, it's from Qingshen. Basically, she wants to send it to someone, but she's too scared. No way. Then make a gay Uto. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's like a little ahoge up here, it looks like. Hutao? It's not Hutao. I will use this gay Hutao and should name it Epic the Gay Lord. Because, like, what I'm working on is basically, like, an AI singing voice bank for, like, the synth version of me, Kaishi. And, I'll just show you one of the things I drew for one of my covers, as Kaishi. It's too big. I draw too big. Here we go. That's Ling. Yes, it is. You should make someone and then have them holding a rainbow flag and come out to their parents. You're getting way too into this. You just watched that video today? Oh, did you? That makes me happy. I seriously need to, or well, I don't need to. They need to release a one-time purchase package for Maiki. Because, oh my god, I cannot afford a subscription, but it is weird how close our voices are. I never have to worry about singing harmonies again. It doesn't really look like Ling, but oh well. Yellow. Once he gets to 2.0, or that's what happened. He's already at 2.0. He was the first 2.0. Aisu and Purple Dude. The iconic duo. Octopus. I have no idea what you're... I have no idea what you're saying. This is like when I'm playing Pictionary and the person hasn't started drawing yet and people are just guessing random words. I think Ling would have these little cheek things. You're losing brain cells in this chat. It's a secret message. I see. What are you looking at? It's not like you have any left. Yeah, it really doesn't look like Ling. I think it's the hair I can't get right. That looks even less like Ling. Remember when you all merged together? That is news to me. But what does the back of her look like? I don't know. I don't know what the back of the design looks like. I don't have a reference. Minnie Mouse is a human? Zero and the medium 5 girls? No, Ling. Ling Ace design specifically. Isn't there a 3 view? Yes, but I don't have it on hand. The merging. Oh. Opportunity. They broke. They're broken. Need to find the instruction manual. You should be asleep at Gay People. Welcome. What did you think of the thumbnail? You have a secret, what is it? Can someone restart this guy? Do you know how to make an XDO account? It requires a NetEase account, which can be logged in with NetEase, QQ or Weibo, but it requires a phone number of some kind, and it doesn't accept all phone numbers. So I'm locked out of it. I can't make one because it doesn't like that I have a postpaid phone, basically, and I am very sad about it. I mean, prepaid phone. I would absolutely be making something with Tianyi if I could get into it. Among Us Pride. Yes, the Among Us was requested by the chat. You've made thumbnail. Arf? You're in love with an evil girl. I'm happy for you. Yeah, in the anime I was watching pre-gen, one of the main characters is named Emo from Emotion. And, like, her catchphrase is emo. She's like, oh, that's so emo-y. And I'm like, this hits very different in English. Shinkai Kelly. And back to Jingshan. Alright, did anyone do one of those, like, bingo cards this year for Vocal Synth? Cause I put Jiu Mocha gets delayed on mine. It's bound to happen. No, what's that? It's basically like you get a blank bingo sheet and you write down all of your predictions for the year, and if one of them happens, you write it down and you hope to get a bingo by the end. You just want Mushin AI. Oh, same. Yukaneko is my all-time favorite singer. Like, Minata, his Utao is pretty good. It pretty much sounds just like him, but it can't do multi-lang, sadly. His original Utao, like the first Utao he ever made, is very funny though, because it's literally just Mushin, but in Utao in Japanese. It's Japanese Mushin. Watching Ben of the Week and he predicted the quest would die in 2023. Yeah, I know some of the like quad dimension voicers were worried about doing an AI because they don't want to lose work to it, which I mean, if they don't want to do it, that's totally fine and all. But I'm hoping Mushin is one of the ones that does get an AI eventually. Yukaneko did put in so much work to make his Utao sound like him. He sounds literally pained for the top pitch of his power voice bank. I listen to it, I'm like, dude, are you okay? Your poor throat. Chuck E. Cheese will become a Jinriki Utao. Oh, I'm sure that already exists. Making a Vocaloid with Mushin, the Nico Utao duo. His entire family is catboys. And I'm so sad that he isn't. Hi plus, yeah. It wouldn't work out at all because of the way Quad Dimension sets out all their downloads. They just put them all in the same essentially Google Drive. It's not Google, but it's basically the same thing. And they're like, okay, here are all of them, download the ones that you bought. So it wouldn't work out at all, but if that were not the case, I think it would have been a cute little bonus to include Hai and Zhangchong's Utaos with their synthes. You got your Hai on QQ? Oh, because you had trouble accessing the download? It's stupid hard to get a Baidu these days, but I do have one. Because I took it when they were still accepting and making accounts by email. Can I just say, I also had a Taobao, and the fact I can no longer use it makes me so sad. They banned all international cards for whatever reason, so I can't buy them directly anymore. They have to make a Mushin Neko alt. It's not happening, but I will forever push the Mushin cowboy agenda. I mean, did I say cowboy? I mean catboy. He can also be a cowboy, I suppose. No, that was the only option? Weird. Bought it through Taobao, a parcel up Taobao. Interesting, because they sent me mine by email. Interesting. Yeah, it is parcel up. Because I do have a Taobao, I can talk directly to Dicky. And I told him basically that we are like so desperate for a way to buy all of them because Parcel Up charges stupid fees. And he was like, he didn't promise anything, but he was like completely shocked to learn that we couldn't buy it at all. And like, he knows that I'm a loyal customer. He knows I bought almost every single Synthie and some of their merch. And I sent him like screenshots of everything and said, yep, these are all my cards and they're all blocked, as you can see. So at least now they know about it, I suppose. Cashboy Cowboy. Anicute is so out of everything. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Volar, they just kind of poofed. On my tractor. Oh, thank you. It's, Festleon Studios. Eats souls cutely. That might be a little bit too small. You got Hai as a Christmas present from your grandparents. I was told to just buy it. Yeah. That's how it is. Sometimes. I remember the first time I ever bought like a Vocaloid when I was like a kid, and my parents were like, "You're buying a what now? What is this?" But I kept buying so many every year, like every single Christmas and every single birthday. I just got more Vocaloids, so they learned to accept it, and they were like, "Okay, I guess he's doing that." Now this one needs to be very wide. You had a Taobao but was timed out. Yeah. Taobao, like, I think they still are, like, banning foreign IPs. I was fine because I had, like, a grandfather account. I bought Mocha when he came out. You're coming out as a Vocaloid. That is so... I am so happy for you. They, like, knew that I was a real customer and everything, you know. I'd been talking through customer support. I had been, like, you know, getting my packages and rating things and stuff, so they trusted me. And I was able to keep using Taobao up until they just completely banned foreign cards from it. Your first Vocaloid is Pico? No. No, not even close. Not even close. It was actually Aoki Lapis. Should I buy Tianyi V5, Xingxian, Kotona, or Kotonaha AI Voice 2? That really depends on what you're using it for. Like, obviously, the Kotonahas especially, if you want to make anything that sings, they are not your option. Kotona Sync does not work with AI Voice 2 yet. As for Tianyi V5, Vocaloid is hard to recommend, because of, like, it's not as easy to use and has a high price tag, but if you already own the editor, she's a pretty good buy, especially since you'll get the V6 eventually, if/when they come out. Xingqian is a very, very good voice bank. Very versatile. All of those, they're really different, so it's hard to recommend one over the other. Hello! Welcome to the stream, Christian. Personally, I need my money to see if there's anything exclusive in the Tsukiyomi-chan crowdfund, and for the upcoming Kotonoha AI Voice 2 plushies, because I know that as soon as they sell out, they're going to be going for $800 again. So I need to snatch them up before they sell out. After that, I think the next vocal synth I'm going to get is Remel. What are you making with what? like this. I'm setting a scene. Making a pentagram. Pentagrams are normal, and actually used to be associated with Jesus Christ and Catholicism for a very long time. You can still find them in a lot of old Catholic churches. People love it. $8,000 for what? What is $8,000? Gumi having a synth V voice bank? I'm all for it. I think that it sounds very different. Like, it still sounds like Gumi, but I think it sounds very different from the Vocaloid. And, you know, some people don't like how realistic synth V is. Some people prefer the V6 sound. I prefer the V6 sound. Yeah, the thing about the pentagram is, the reason it started being associated with the devil is because the people thought the normal pentagram was so holy and so pure and the perfect representation of Christ. It was actually more of a Catholic symbol than the cross was. It was more acceptable to wear a pentagram than a cross. The reason is the pentagram was so good, so holy, and so perfect that obviously the inverted pentagram must mean the devil. But then the inverted pentagram became so popular that the normal pentagram also became a symbol of the devil. But it's been used in pretty much all colors, not all colors, all cultures, almost all, like all over the world, since the beginning of like civilization in Mesopotamia. It's very, very recent that it was associated with anything bad, and it's still completely like normal and socially acceptable in like Japan and places where it means something completely different. Every possible append to vocal mode port. In what? Because if it's Gumi Synth V, that's because basically they were like, I'm curious how Gumi would sound in Synth V. But I don't think we'd ever get permission to release it. I'm just gonna tell AHS to make it, and then I'll hear what it sounds like. And then when they got it back, they were like, oh, this is cool. Yamaha was actually like, oh, sure, you can sell that. That's fine. So, like, when they made it, they weren't expecting it, like, really expecting it to become a commercial product at all. It was just, like, made from the Vocaloid samples as an afterthought, which is why it uses the edited art. But I agree that having a bunch of vocal modes would have been very Gumi. Aren't they for doing rituals? You say, depends on the ritual, it depends on the culture. For example, in Japan, pentagrams represent the 5 elements, because in the East they actually have 5 elements, and it's associated with onmyodo. It means something completely different in every single culture. You have your vocal synths in your downloads folder. Oh, yeah, because I have to purge my downloads folder, I always make sure to move them to my external hard drive. Internet Co. used the Beast samples mostly because of the fans. Yeah, I think, like, Internet Co. is very, very concerned with making sure they sound like Gumi, making sure that it sounds like Una. And I think that's totally fine to take as a direction. It's different from, like, what AHS does, but I don't think it's necessarily bad. Oh, how was the stream? Nice of you to drop by. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. More vocal modes would have been cool. I wouldn't be surprised if they, like, add more data for her eventually, like what Rika did. I definitely do know that, I did see a lot of people who were happy saying, oh my gosh, she still sounds like Gumi, when she released. But I also, like, there is the vocal mode argument. Like, maybe a re-record would've, that's, like, designed for the synth specifically would've been better, but, you know, I think it's an okay direction to take, and it's fine if, you know, people disagree with the direction they took. That always happens. I will say that if Una gets a synth V, because realistically she would be next, I do kind of hope that Spicy sounds the way she does in V6. I'd really love to hear that on a more realistic engine because I think it's such an interesting tone. Mostly like Vocaloid because of nostalgia. What is wrong for people using synth V also getting a piece of Gumi? I don't think anything is wrong with that. Honestly, I really like that a lot of the Japanese Vocaloids vocal synths in general are getting to be on a lot of different engines. Because, like, not everyone likes AI, not everyone likes realism, and, you know, not everyone likes just, like, the workflow, the editor. Like, people have different tastes. Personally, synth V is my favorite because it's the easiest for me to use, but I don't, as much as I like the realism, I don't mind when other engines aren't realistic and have noise. I think it's charming. Yeah, it's like, if they're on every engine, you can pick whatever engine you like best, right? She doesn't have a power mode, yeah. What do I feel about Among the AI? Looking forward to it, really looking forward to it. It looks really cute, really cool. I can tell they put a lot of work in it, and for the language feature alone, it's like really impressive. It's something we've never really seen before. Like, and I'm interested to hear how all the other languages work. I think the Magni I'm most excited for is actually Vocal I, that testing vocal. Oh my. I am very sorry about that. I have been trying to fix this all day long. Streamlabs has decided it does not. Is that any better? I think it changed my audio. Is that better? Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, why was it doing that? It wasn't doing that when I started the stream. It changed my audio settings without my permission. I didn't even notice. Okay, that's good to hear. Thanks for letting me know. I hope that wasn't going on too long. I don't know how it changed. I did not tell it to change anything. Yeah, so rude of it. Like, literally. Yeah. Streamlabs just... Last time I streamed Legends Arceus, for whatever reason, Streamlabs just completely destroyed... imploded the way it was doing audio, and I've been trying to figure out how to get it back to normal this entire time. Is that the end of the playlist? Nope, no it's not. How do I do her eyes? Yes, it is annoying. It is annoying. What would you recommend people who are firstly trying to tune voice banks with pitch bending? I think working with AI voice banks, especially Mai, if you have access to her, she has really, really good auto-tuning. I've been tuning for ages, but I definitely learned a lot from seeing, like, how Synthie and Neutrino and other AI programs, draw every pitch bend, especially if you have a program that can respond to what you're doing. It's a very good representation of, like, how it can, like, change the style of what it sounds like based on what you draw. I do have, like, when my boyfriend was getting into tuning. Oh, thanks for stopping by. When he was getting into tuning, I did set up, like, a little UST package with some really common pitch bends, which I might release. I might release a version of at some point. Just for people who are starting out, because I used to use those all the time when I was first starting out pitch bending, and I think they're pretty useful. I still use variations of them to this day. It's like, start with the basics and experiment, but I think the thing about pitch bend tuning is, and tuning in general, is you just need to practice and, like, trial and error until you learn what all the little lines mean. Unfortunately, it's a learning curve no matter what you do. Cat Uta still available? Yes, she is. From Mai and Teto, they are the only voice banks which have decent auto-tune. Yeah, I don't have Teto, but Mai's is really, really good. For sure. I also think it's good if you're starting out tuning, and honestly just in general, I think it helps to, like, generate auto-tuning first and then edit it. Because often that'll make it, like, sound more like what the voice bank wants to do because of what it was doing in the original data. And you can just, like, work off of it as a base. Maki English sucks. Yeah. She seems like she was probably, like, a little bit experimental due to being a non-native voice bank way so early on into the life of Synthie AI. Love her English standard. I love the way Maki standard sounds in general. It's really cool and so different from the AI. I understand why, but I'm a little sad that we aren't getting any standard voice banks anymore. Easterlight, yeah. Standard scares me. Yeah. I've been using Synthie since R1. I bought all of the Medium 5 voice banks, so I'm pretty used to it. Oh, just Maki standards. Oh, I see. If we could ever imagine Miku getting into Synthfee, would you rather be a standard voice bank or her AI voice bank? So, the thing about Krypton is they were actually working on V5 updates for Miku, but they didn't like the way she sounded when they made her with the toolset. They said she didn't sound like Miku, which is also partially the reason Teto was never a Vocaloid. They thought it didn't sound like Teto, which is sort of the reason they went off to make their own engine. So I really doubt Miku AI in any form is ever going to happen, but if it did, I would expect it, honestly, to be like V6 because of like how much more it sounds more similar to the old ones. I doubt we're going to get any like standards from Synthfee again, which is really, really sad. They just weren't selling as well, evidently. And you know, vocal synths are expensive to make. You gotta make sure that you can profit off of it, otherwise there's no point to invest that much money into it. Mead 5 R1s may get AI. The thing about Quad Dimension is, some of the... They didn't say who, but apparently some of their voicers were nervous about making AIs, because they were scared of, like, the AI getting more work than them. And, like, obviously, you know, voicer consent and everything, so it's hard to say which of them their voicers would be happy with doing. But they'll probably make more. Yeah, they'll probably make more eventually. Hold on, I gotta be right back for 1 second. Hello, sorry. Sorry that you popped in, right when I had to dip for a second, Teal Ram, but welcome to the stream. We came to the end of the playlist, so I need to find something else to play. The day going pretty well, pretty well. Like, an hour in, and how much of the script have I gotten done, actually? Let's see. Too loud? Yeah, it also reset the volume that I had it, from the one I had it set to. The audio is having a day. Still too loud? Is that better? Gotta port the OD to YouTube. Oh, nice, nice. What were you streaming? Should get a V6 or a synth V. Yeah, like, honestly, who was expecting Pepper? I don't think anyone was. It's a puzzle 2D and D game. Oh, interesting, interesting. Yeah. Charlie runs so Pepper could walk, though. I'm so sad they never gave us access to Charlie's voice bank. Experience of recording your own Utao, the more you do it, the more used to it you get, the easier it becomes, which is, like, pretty obvious. But, like, when I first started, I was like, can I even handle recording a whole CV? And now I'm recording, like, multi-pitch VCVs and, like, making my own rec list for English and Chinese. Hold on, let me pull up a picture of Pepper, who is the new voice-ona. What if they give us Charlie because of Pepper? I don't think it's happening, but I would not be opposed. This is Pepper. Look at him. And he has the same voicer as the original Tsurumaki Maki. Pepper's nightmare fuel. Let's insert date here. Never record multi-pitch since you feel like it would be tedious and like to procrastinate. Yeah, it's a little tedious. Why did you draw Pepper such a creepy way though? I was just... Listen, I'm not good at drawing things that are not human. I can draw horses, cakes, and strawberries, and that's about it. Oh, and I'm also decent at dragons, I suppose. 3 falsetto. Oh, is your voice alright? I'm in the middle of recording falsetto for my dataset, but I can't keep it going for very long. Denji and Among Us. So tired after you recorded them. Yeah. I used to be able to record falsetto all the time. Like, when I was a kid, no one taught me how to sing properly. I thought falsetto equaled singing. So I would exclusively sing in falsetto. And then I couldn't do falsetto like when I got older and, you know, the masculine and testosterone kicked in. So I had to relearn how to sing completely. Yeah, I eventually got my falsetto back, but I still can't keep it going very long. This is Rabia. She's a DeepVocal. She was supposed to be a Sharpkey, but she got in development hell for 4 years. And trying an MMORPG, yeah, I've actually been looking for another one because I played a lot of them when I was a kid, but none of them really caught my interest. Do you have Discord, for friends only, friends and business requests? I've had trouble with stalkers before, so I can't just give it out freely anymore. 'Cause too many people, yeah. I tried, one of the ones that I played as a kid got a remake, and I was really excited for it, but I just felt so awkward seeing all of the, like, 7 and 8-year-olds talking in the chat. I was like, I feel like I should not be here. I feel creepy being here. If it was like a single-player game, I wouldn't care, but I just felt weird. It was, Grand Fantasia. Hold on. Charmin Studio? Yeah, I tried it out because it comes with, you know, the trial comes with all of my AHS Lloyds. I never used it. I looked at it. It looked interesting. It seemed like more like something you play around with than something you make actual videos from. Yeah, it's really cute. Very simple. It's what you'd expect of a kid's game, but I really liked it as a kid because I was the target demographic, I suppose. Which Vocaloid do you think only eats the breadsticks at Olive Garden? Una is a gremlin. Una is a breadstick-loving gremlin, if I had to pick. Oliver. He stuffs them in those big new pockets of his. Back gaze, welcome back. Do you think turns into a Karen in a drive-thru? Cut in. It is in the name. My cat Utao? Mai and Anli have the energy since both could be sassy. Makne Papa Takahashi. Takahashi tries to be a Karen and then gets bullied by the worker. They look like they work at KFC. If they work at KFC, wouldn't they be like more inclined to be kind to the workers though? Retail is not easy. Makne Papa. Nah. KFC is a battleground. She is manifesting Orple. This is a very lazy magical circle, but I think it works. The one who works at KFC is a cashier. Chisei lives in the cashier. In the little cash out machine. Why am I doing that? Would always be scared on a roller coaster. Hai would like make a big show about how she's not scared at all and she can do the scary roller coaster, and then lose her mind and like scream in terror. Shi-an, I think, would be like just like dead inside, like she's just looking at she's just riding the roller coaster with this face the whole time. She's like, I don't get it. Being high up. You bring her up high and she goes, ee. Sorry, that was a terrible joke. Gotta go. Thanks for dropping by. Does that also have leek in it? And the cashier's like, no, and then she's like, here, take my leek, so you can add leek to the other customers' orders. We are bad at jokes. Itsuina-chan, yes she is. Yes she is. I've used her a few times before, and she's in an upcoming Vocaloid. But I'm waiting for my friend to get back to me with some of the audio before I can finish that one. Like, honestly, I have like 4 or 5 videos that I'm just waiting on getting the audio back for. And like all the art and like stuff is done, but my friend has been sick. Who do you need rendering? I need Gumi Synth V, Sora Synth V, Fangyi, Synth V June, Mo Qingxian. And is that all? Remel, I need Remel. Oh, and I'm going to need Yue Zhengling, but I think I know someone who has her ace, so. Don't have any of those. Yeah. Mo Qingxian especially is hard to come by in the West. I have a friend who has them all, they just haven't been able to get to it yet. Oh, the finger should be going the opposite way. Rana or Maki. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. I would ideally like to do videos that I have characters for, but unfortunately none of my ideas have been completable with just characters that I own. And if I don't have an idea, I can't make a video. There is one I have in mind that I can work on, though. And I'll probably do that in next live stream. Which is gonna be this Thursday. I'm taking the Sunday off so I can spend it, with, you know, loved ones. So I'm going to be streaming again on Thursday instead of, Sunday, like usual. The autistic impulse to answer questions meant for other people. Hands are not cooperating with me today. We go to random people and try to fight them for no reason. I feel like Takahashi is compensating for something, but Remel is also a villain, though I think she's more likely to mess with people in, like, nefarious, mischievous, like, cartoonish antics. Or, like, pranks, maybe. Talking about cartoon. Who is your least favorite bank in, that's hard to answer, because I don't really dislike voice banks, but I have some voice banks that, like, my ears just do not like, and it's kind of like, I think it's an autism thing, and it's just, like, some certain sounds that I don't really have a reason for it, I don't think they're bad, but my ear is just like, no, I can't listen to this. Some of those include, like, Sachiko, I'm sorry to say this, but Flower and Rana, it's like, I don't think there's anything wrong with them, but for some reason I just can't listen to them. In Synth V, oh, that's a hard one. It's probably one of the letter vocals. I just have a hard time remembering them all, and I don't have, like, none of the others stand out in my brain as being particularly disliking. Chevio, I kind of like all the Chevios, if I'm being real. Miku is condescending or mean and just misunderstood. My Miku is misunderstood and actively causing more misunderstanding. She has, like, a very specific role in my lore. Like she's in the middle of drowning. Chevio, I guess, like, what was his name? Ginsaki... What was it? Ginsaki Yamato, that's my answer for Chevio. Ginsaki Yamato. Voice Sona, probably Kirune, I just don't like deep voices as much. Vocaloid 6, there aren't a whole lot of them. I guess Una is sweet, I just don't really like how it sounds in Vocaloid 6. Wish you could get Sakura, but you bought the starter pack with Gumi. Oh. Yeah, I will say, the new update broke a lot of voice banks, and now a lot of them sound really, really weird. Why did I remove them? That's a decision I made, like, several years ago. And I'm not sure how I feel about it in modern day. But basically, I just, like, there was a lot of drama with Ritsu's voicer at the time, and I was just, like, tired of seeing, like, drama and stuff. Genuinely being happy. Yeah, my Miku is kinda like that, but also, like, chaotic and mischievous to some extent. There's a whole reason that I'm planning to reveal, eventually, why she acts the way she does in my videos. But I haven't decided on how to do that just yet. Gumi can't sing in Chinese anymore, yeah. Fuyudo does not sound like Fuyudo. I don't hate it, it's kinda gender, but I don't know where Fuyudo went. Like, I kind of wish I could have both the old Fuyudo and the new Fuyudo installed at the same time. Know the lore in the vids. It's, you should make the reveal like a vlog post. It'll probably be a video. Thank you. I'm still experimenting with it. Oops, that's the wrong layer. Shifting and evolving. Oh, yeah. I've largely gotten better at art because of my Talkloids. Like, if you make 300 videos, that's gonna happen, I suppose. Gotta go. Thanks for dropping by. You're so tempted to get V6, but I don't know if it's really worth it because you just want Pouta. Yeah, I will say Vocaloid 6 is hard to recommend over the competition. It's harder to use and doesn't have like as many features or flexibility. But if you really like it, I'd say go for it. It's just, you know, a big investment, especially if you don't have a Vocaloid editor already. Have I ever recycled sprites? Like, from one video to the next? No. Yeah, I'd say if you're interested in V6, absolutely use the trial first. It does have a trial. You can download and use it for free for 14 days. Try it first, because the editor experience is a little difficult for you to get used to if you're used to other, like, engines. If you're used to Vocaloid, it's not that bad, but if you're coming from, say, Synthvi or Chevia or Utao even, it'll be a bit difficult. Wait, that's the wrong head shape. Kinda jaded because you bought V5 months before V6. Oh, that is so unfortunate. It definitely happens, and it hurts. For real. You at least can get a really big discount on it, unless you already owned V4, in which case, never mind. Yeah, it's just like really expensive, not as easy to use, and not as many features, but I like it. About V6 on 7.7. E. Feels way longer, yeah. I mostly only have it for Fluido, but I did get the Vocaloid store version, so I have all the little default guys too. Wait for someone in the future for you to release your own animation series. It could be like, I know that guy's it. Oh, I don't know. That sounds difficult. Yukari? I believe so, yeah. When you're rich and popular, thank you. I'm back, welcome back. Let's see, this should be the last drawing, and then I can move on to audio. Always have gay among us. And you're made Mona Lisa as a Vocaloid. Gotta go. That's fine. Thanks for dropping by again. Oh, the lines are a bit too thick now. Nico and Coachella, yep. Yun Chi deserves a commercial VP. I agree. I agree. Like, not gonna lie, it's such a random choice, but she's like one of my top favorite vocal synths. Cute little Phoenix girl go brrr. Tisha needs to be smaller. And that's everything. Onto the audio we go. Just been in love with Chinese bands since Weevil's Cowboy Girl. Love watching you do audio. I'm glad. That's definitely something I was pretty excited in getting able to show off, because my process is too complex to do a tutorial. It would take a ridiculous amount of time and energy that I would rather just put into making more videos. But like, a lot of people have asked how I make the audio.
I just can't sit alone.
Screensaver? I don't have one.
I just can't sit alone. Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is coming. Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yes, this will not stay Ivana, but
Valentine's Day is coming up.
But yeah, I always start with an English voice bank to get all the timing right, because that makes converting it into like whatever language more easy.
But I don't cheat.
Did you see that? I allegedly don't know if this is true. I will preface, but I believe it. Where Porter Robinson
But
was
I
like,
don't cheat.
Ivana is my wife, and people are like, oh yeah, he's one of us for real.
But I don't cheat.
Any tips for making high sound softer? If you haven't already been using, for like stuff that's higher up in her range, if you haven't already been using the falsetto pitch, I recommend doing that. Other than that, it's just like typical tension voicing stuff. Both tax up on a reel.
repeat that one.
Why is it doing that?
Why not this problem? Why not this problem? You know.
Grimace from McDonald's? Ling, secretly Longya, and Hai?
You know. Someone you can trust. Someone you can trust.
I hate Grimace.
Advice. Perfect. Now, place your hand on the book. Place your hand on the book. Place your hand on the book.
Kafu Synth V? I prefer Chevio Kafu if I'm being honest.
Nothing wrong.
I prefer, what I really want is just Chevio English Multilang, I think, honestly. Cover breaking things into pieces with Rune Warm, draw terrible stick figures breaking and smashing pots. Yeah. It's kind of just Kaf in a box, and it's not exactly what I expect from Kafu. Yeah. I think Gumi and Kahu are similar, and like it sounds like you can tell it's the same character, but like changing engines like lost the quality of the voice. that I got attached to.
You are team cut to review user.
Sims reject. Sonica? More creative mode, they can go with her Chevio, but those want Coffee to sound like the voice provider and more real, they use the V. Yeah.
Asena. Asena.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
You are YouTuber. You are YouTuber. You are YouTuber. What would you have done?
Yeah, I was a little disappointed that we've only gotten like one pitch snap demo so far. Especially since like Kamitsubaki is usually known for having like a lot of really good demos.
What would you have done, decision?
The company that owns the company that Kahu is under.
You escape. You escape. Can't let the feeling of the type of you have. What have you to tell number?
Honest to pre-order, then you wait for a demo, and then she's delayed. Yeah. Like, I wonder what happens. Clearly it's, like, pretty drastic if they're, like, accepting cancellations.
What have you to tell? Did I tell number? She feels nothing right. The same. as if she could like me like that.
Oh, no, that's actually not true. That was a mistranslation. What she said was actually, she doesn't fear whatsoever that Kafu would replace her, but she was worried that people were seeing Kafu as, like, sort of her mated pair. Because in the feedback forum, she was getting people saying, like, if it doesn't sound like Kaf, there's no point in Kafu existing. And that worried her. She wanted people to see Kafu, not Kaf. Because and I've seen people who are, like, who don't want to use Kafu because she feels too much like a real person to them. So I think that's a very legitimate concern. She was basically, like, scared that Kafu would never be able to, like, escape the fact that she's voiced by Kaf, that she couldn't be anything more than that. And that's essentially what led to the decision.
But we accept one is all.
V6 is booting up. What ace vocals were in this? Ling. I'm gonna have to get someone to render her. Vocaloid 6 always does this. It always makes one of the tracks AI, and I have absolutely no idea why. Part of the world that doesn't know what Vocaloid is and like, oh, never mind. Yeah. Yeah, I think, like, as long as it's done right and, like, you know, everyone's on board with consent and anything, I think a lot of singers actually benefit from the visibility they get from their AI, as long as it's not, like, done without permission meant to replace someone, right? Like, if a human talent agency were to fire all of their singers and replace them with AI, that would be a problem, but I feel like probably the part of the reason that hasn't happened is because it actually takes longer to adjust a vocal synth than it does to, like, tell your human singer to change a little bit and record a new take. None of them are free anymore. None of them are free anymore. You can't use Ace without paying other than the 14-day trial. Not a single ace is free anymore. Official members of Ace Studio requires a subscription, and you have to have the special plan that gives you the commercial singers. You have to pay in order to use them. And I can show you the free trial, which I had to give them my credit card info to start, by the way. Before I cancel it, they were going to charge me $149 a year. I will show you that even in the free trial, you can't use the V-Singers. They were never planned to remain free. Nothing about Ace is free. Why is it not letting me have this phony?
Cool. How it? Yeah. How it? Da.
It's Mocha. It's Geo Mocha. It's Mocha, yes. I don't think there is a way to get Ling free. Because it's a cloud render that's linked to your account, I really don't think there is. She is, but it won't let me in X Studio. It doesn't like my phone number, and it won't let me log in through QQ or Weibo.
Cool. Now.
Yes, but that's the problem, is I don't have Ace.
Oh. Your see.
Oh. When did it become Len?
Say.
Yeah, thanks, I appreciate it. It's just Ace has changed a lot recently.
Yeah. More tunes here. Yo. Yeah.
Mocha became Len. Yeah, your info is outdated. They've changed a lot of stuff. You can't even, like, my friend was worried because they had the plan that just had the V-Singers on it. And, they're discontinuing the plan, but it'll automatically renew, so as long as they don't cancel it, they'll be fine. It's just, a lot is changing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Ah. 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 Mulai haru. Ah. 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 Yes. Yeah. China. Yo. Dua kata. Ah. Dua kata. Ah. 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 Tidak tidak. Dan. Ya. Yo. Ah. Ah. Jelaslah. Ah. Saya. Jelas saya. Ah. Ah. Doa. Các lễ gì ạ? Yo. Ba. Ah.
Yeah. I had an account too way back in the day, but yeah, you have to make a brand new one because everything's different.
Ah. Cơ đề á. Ba cơ đề. Ah. Ngon làm được.
Me? Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream.
Ba cơ đề ngon làm được. Sơ. Ah. Si.
Yeah.
Ah. Ah. Saya. Saya.
Yeah, this particular track is going to be used for DeepVocal. So I have a lot less flexibility with what I do.
探测得到。
Is DeepVocal any good? It's, I like it, but it's mostly for nostalgic reasons. I think Open Utah is a bit better, but it just still has some good features. Which is your favorite? I do not have an up-to-date DeepVocal, but I was planning on making one for my Chinese rec list. My personal favorite is Rabia.
Nah. Lea khoang đàn đờ đê. Một chữ. Cứ tham dự được. Ai?
Xia Z. But I only heard of her since she got nice singers.
Cứ tham dự được. Cứ tham dự. Cứ tham dự được đâu. Tôi hả? Tôi hả sẽ gì phải gặp. Tôi hả sẽ gì phải. Tôi hả sẽ gì phải. Hả sẽ gì phải. Hả sẽ gì phải. Tôi hả sẽ gì phải gặp. Đây. Yeah. Tôi hả sẽ gì phải. Gặp. Tôi hả sẽ gì phải gặp. Bagadong kimchi. Bagadong kimchi. La Paz. La Paz. Pau. Pau nhiệt. Pau nhiệt. Pau nhiệt. Pau nhiệt. Đà xem. Đà xem. Em. Đà xem. Đà xem. Đà xem. Đà xem. Đà xem. Đà xem. Đà xem tùy của đây quỳ lạc lọt. Đà. Ao. Đà. Quỳ lạc lọt.
Okay. File, import, MIDI. Notes can't be found. Oh, it exports. It takes Utiformix data. That is very interesting. That is very, very interesting. But I don't see Utiformatics as one of the options. I might have to recreate the audio, which is... I might have to recreate the note pattern, which is not ideal, but... Going to die and the charger is broken. Singer, let's work with a Chinese voice so it's closer to Ling's. Let's go with Kuo Len for now. There's seriously nothing I can do. I don't want to have to make it from scratch, especially because Ace has this annoying piano slam whenever I do anything. Yes, okay, that worked. I just had to export it from SynthV first.
If you ever
Oh, it needs to be wider.
if you library.
Oh, the other playlist ended, didn't it? I am not, if you haven't noticed, I am not good at noticing when audio changes. And it's probably too loud again.
If you library. If you library. That worry. That worry. Wanna ask for advice? Reverse. Reverse. You know. You know. You know. Someone you can do. You know.
Someone you can do is.
Someone you can just. You went to a fortune teller. To a fortune teller. You went to a fortune teller. Fortune teller. But only accept one, sir. But only But only accept one, sir.
Going to go. Bye. Thanks for stopping by and staying for mostly the whole time. I'm honestly just about done.
But only accept one, sir. That's it. Only accept one, that's it. But only accept one, that's it. But only accept one, that's it. One, that's it.
Oops. I downloaded the voice banks, but apparently I forgot to install DeepVocal ahead of time. This is my new PC, so... let's see. Does that work? No, it does not. So this is very awkward, but I can't get Rabia working. And DeepVocal really needs to be individual oh wait, never mind, here, the setup is running. She has a really fancy installer that are like Vocaloid installers. So I can't just plop her in the program, so she needs to install in a second. I am so sorry, I completely forgot, I totally thought that I had finished installing her and everything.
Yes. Yes. 莫新鲜，用语不爱听，用语不爱，用语不爱。 用着来听，用着来，用着来听，用着来听高素质，用着来听高素质，用着来听高素质，用着来听高素质，用着来听高素质应用非常，用着来听高素质应用非常。啊 yes， 啊西呢？啊西呢？用第二图，用第二图一查的，用第二图一查的，把配置。把配置还的，把配置还感应，把配置还感应的牺牲。与塞度的，与我塞度的，与我塞度的哟。嘿加油！嘿加油！嘿加油！嘿加油！嘿加油！嘿加油！嘿加油！你错！嘿加油！是你错！嘿加油！你错！嘿加油！非你错！嘿加油！非你错！嘿加油！非你错！嘿加油！非你错！嘿加油！非你错！嘿加油！非你错！嘿加油！非你错！嘿加油！非你错！白いたフラッシュいたフラッシュハーブバコツでのラコバコツでのバコツでのラコGD 打線 GD 打線上GD 打線上No. No. 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 フラッシュ判断とデーク。フラッシュ判断とデーク。Yes。毛细线。毛细线，用着问题，用着问题二度日，用着问题二度日，用着问题二度日比，日比有非常。Yes. Yes. あ、Yes. I see now. 把第二图一查的。把第二图，我第二图一查的。 我第二吐一场的。把开始喊反应。把开始喊反应的细针。把开始喊反应的细针。与我猜大用。与我猜大用非你主题。非你主题。非你主題白いたふらしきハーブ。しきハーブ。バコツデの。バコツデのラコ。GDを出せん上。